Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's have a look at Lorenzo protocol or the bank token. In this video we'll just look at the bank token and where it is headed after this massive crash, as you can see, that happened recently. And of course, as of now, the overall market is going down, and the reason why we're looking at bank is because it got listed on the Binance, and of course after that it saw a huge volatility. As you can see, the token actually ended up hitting 15 cent, and after that it had a massive crash. It happened right after the Bitcoin went down, as you can see here. So let's break it down what is happening with Lorenzo and where it may be headed and what the Lorenzo is first of all. So basically it is like the institutional grade asset management platform. They have their BTC as well as they have USD1, I believe, as you can see here. So users can basically users can earn from USD1 plus as well as from the BNB and STBTC, as well as their own BTC, which is Enzo BTC. So Enzo BTC is BTC backed wrapped asset by the Lorenzo that enables Bitcoin holders to access omni-chain DeFi liquidity and financial instrument across multiple blockchains. So basically, if you get this, it does have a massive TVL of 524 million, as you can see. So this is the biggest product. So if you get this, you can basically do a lot with it, as you can see here. So you can stake and earn directly from these as well, as you can see. They also have different campaigns going on as well that would have it, and you do get a booster as well from here. And they also have bridge as well, as you can see here. So that's really good. Now in terms of this price, or let's just look at what they have going on here. So in terms of the investors, they do have really interesting backers as well. So there is BNB chain, there is HTX, there is Animoca Brands, there is Portal, there is Oak Grove Ventures, there is YZI Labs, as you can see. So overall, they seems to have really solid backers starting from BNB chain and HTX. So that's big one, I would say. Now in terms of their ecosystem, they do have really big ecosystem as well, as you can see. There is Venus native, they do have, I would say, fairly big ecosystem as well, as you can see, and that is really interesting, I would say. Now in terms of the token itself, so the bank has a max supply of 2.1 billion, out of which 20% is in the circulation, as the token did launch recently back in April, as you can see here. After that, if you look at the token unlocks, this is how it looks like. So basically there will be a massive sell pressure starting from April of 2026. So as of now it should be okay, but after 2026 it will be there will be a massive token unlocks, and that is going to be a pretty bad for this token. Now in terms of the allocation, so they did give 25% to the investors, that is massive. 25% rewards for the staking, and the rest is I would say fairly distributed. Now overall, if we look at its utility, it is used for the staking, governance, and user engagement rewards. So that I think is really good as well. As of now, there isn't anything that is I think putting a lot of capital into bank as well. But regardless of that, the bank was doing extremely well, and ever since I would say its launch, it was in the uptrend. So it was following this trend line. Okay, so it was following this trend line, as you can see, and that looked really good. But since it just break below it, now I don't think that it is looking that much good for this token as of now. Again, the token has a market cap of 22 million. So I think there is a possibility that it can run back to this level of 8.2 cent, but after that, if it doesn't break above from this, it will most likely go down. So as I said, if it does go as high as 8.2 cent, since this was a trend line that it was following since April of 2025, now I think the possibility of it rejecting somewhere around 8.2 is really high. Now again, before that, it seems like that it just saw a massive crash, and that crash probably happened because of that listing. And as of now, if you look at its market cap, it's at 22 million. But if you look at its TVL, it's holding really well. So this is like, I think, a bit confusing as well. So looking at how its TVL is doing and how its market cap is, I think it should be a lot more than this, I believe, at least looking at its market cap. So as of now, I think the possibility of like Lorenzo like rebounding back is really high. I think that is because of how its TVL is doing. Again, if it reclaims this trend line, I think it may actually end up like going as high as 11 cent or even higher than that. Again, to do that, it needs to reclaim this trend line, and if it doesn't, let's say if it reclaims this trend line, this is how it may look like. But if it doesn't, I think the possibility of it like going as low as 4 cent or even lower than that, like 3 cent, is really high. As of now, the token does have like the token will have like future unlocks happening in 2026, so that is a bit concerning. But overall, I think in terms of listings, so the token just got listed on Binance, so there is a possibility that it may get listed on the Upbit or even on the Coinbase. And if you look at the pattern, how the exchange listings impact the token, this is like crazy volatility. So if it gets listed on the, like, let's say Coinbase or even Upbit, I think the possibility of it like going as high as even 17 cent or even going as high as like 15 cent is really high, because the token is like a really low market cap, so it can just do 2x or even 3x in just a couple of hours, and after that it can also go down as well. So that is something like it has going on as of now. So I think I covered pretty much everything for Lorenzo or the bank token. But again, I will just say that looking at how its TVL is doing, the possibility of like bank bouncing back is really high. Again, it does depends on overall market, and as of now, it doesn't seems like that we have like any stop on the BTC. So if BTC goes as low as 90k, the possibility of like, I would say, bank going as low as, let's see, it can, I think, go as low as let's see if we have any other support. So I think it can go as low as 3.9 cent, or even it can actually go as low as 3 cent as well. So that is, I think, what we are looking at as of now for bank token. Again, there is a possibility that it may get listed on the Bit or even on the Coinbase, and if that happens, the possibility of it claiming this 8.2 cent or 8.3 or even 11 cent is really high. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.